Morning everyone. And Ian, as you know, we're nearly over the line with our year end. So this is very timely and quite exciting. And you'll see how we've actually demonstrated, we can walk the talk in terms of what Rico have done. So the first one is how important is accounts payable process to a CFO. It's one of our most important processes there is. And I'm not going to underestimate this. So we need to pay what we owe on time and in line with our terms. Now more than ever, this is a critical measure of the company's liquidity. So let me give you an example. What does that mean if we didn't get it right? So firstly, if we got this wrong, it would impact our credit rating. So credit rating, as we all know, in terms of a personal perspective, that's maintaining confidence in our ability to pay. If we don't get a good credit rating in terms of our borrowing, cost of borrowing would go up as a company. The second is good relationships with suppliers, as Ian has touched on, with our suppliers, not just today, but future negotiations for us to get the best deal. And as we're moving more into, as we are for Rico, more into third-party procurement, that more than ever now is very critical for us in terms of our future negotiations. And then the third area, Ed, to build on the points that you've made in terms of being able to do a purchase order, match it with a goods received note, and then an invoice. I don't know if everybody's aware, AP is the area that's most prone to business fraud. And having a robust and clear process and separation of tasks and approvals really goes a long way to prevent fraud. So in terms of, it's one of our most, to summarize on that key point, one of the most important processes there is in the finance organization. Three big differentiators is, if we were to get this wrong, is our credit rating, our relationship with the suppliers, and business fraud. So those are really big things that all CFOs, as we're now under more scrutiny, as you've probably all seen in the press in terms of more work from our auditors, these are things that they are going to be looking at more closely. In terms of is AP more important now than it has been in the past? I'm sure you'll all hear with COVID, with the emphasis on COVID, cash is king. This doesn't just mean about our customers paying us on time. This is all around, it's around our liquidity and increasing visibility and control over our spend. So what this means for us is, I'll give you an example for Rico, one that we've done in ourselves during the pandemic, is with a strong AP system, we've been able to really start scrutinising what we spend, not with it across the whole board. And what that means is with a system that allows us to pull our data, so it's around information. This is a big point on this, to be able to pull information, give us visibility. It's allowed us to scrutinise what we're viewing as non-critical costs. And I'll give you an example, which is going to be all near and dear to any finance team or any CFO or FD you talk to. This has allowed Rico during this year to demonstrate to the tune of over £3 million of savings. So this is us being forensic, looking at what we've spent money on. We've either renegotiated or we've stopped spending. So an effectiveness allows us to maintain the value as well. So by doing this, and if we concentrate our spend, we look at who we spend with, we can then start to look at further discounts and rebates from our suppliers, and therefore not only support our cash flow, because I said cash is king, but also help drive value to the bottom line. So all of this, the underpinning of all of the comments that I've made, is an effective AP system.